It's tempting, isn't it? The dream of becoming a successful coder, where you get the perk of being able to build any product that comes to your mind. Once you make it to a certain level of programming, the whole coding world doesn't feel like a mystery, and it becomes a superpower in the current day. But the reality is, the path to becoming a programmer is littered with roadblocks, and that's partially because of how fast technology evolves, but really, in fact, 97% of self-taught programmers never make it to getting employed. So why do people fail? And what can you do to avoid becoming another statistic? The truth is, there's literally 4 things that you can implement today that can literally change your life and make you a programmer faster than you ever thought. Now, starting with number 1 is properly handling imposter syndrome. I want to start with a little psychology, and that's learning to be a software engineer on your own isn't always about the technical stuff. It's about how you feel. Many new programmers feel like they're not good enough, or they're pretending to be something that they're not. This is called imposter syndrome. It's important to beat these feelings, but it can be extremely hard to do so. In this journey, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. Some of the ups will include learning how to program, getting your first job offer, and building the applications you've always dreamed of. The downs will be that you're going to be comparing yourself to others, thinking you're dumb because you cannot learn something or cannot fully understand a concept. But remember, it's going to be a roller coaster of ups and downs, but I promise there's going to be more ups than downs in this entire journey. Remember, even professional programmers are always learning new things. Be proud of what you've learned so far and set goals so you can achieve them. Talk to other programmers, share your work, and get feedback. This helps you see that everyone has their own challenges. And really, the most important thing is that you just keep on trying and believe in yourself. Number 2 is creating a structured roadmap. When you want to cheat yourself programming, it's important to have a plan. Just wanting to be a programmer isn't enough. You need to know how to get there. So let's start and say today's April and you want to be a programmer by the end of the year. That gives you essentially 8 months, which is quite a lot of time to get started with the world of programming. What you can do is start by marking January 1st on your calendar, so you can literally go get a physical calendar, or you can go ahead and grab the calendar on your phone, wherever my phone is. Just make sure that you're marking January 1st or whatever the date is that you want to become a programmer. So within that made up 8-month time frame, I can think about what programming languages or skills I need to learn during each month, week, and day to achieve that final goal. This way, I can turn a big dream into small, maintainable tasks that I can use to hold myself accountable and stay consistent with my learning. Now, if I thought I was too ambitious in the beginning, I would change my final plan, because learning to code is not a sprint, it is a marathon. I would keep checking my plan and changing it if it needs to be changed. This will help me stay on track and overcome any problems that may come up. Learning too much about theory and not doing enough implementation. A lot of people will teach themselves programming and then spend too much time learning from books or online courses and not spend enough time actually coding. Sure, learning the basics is important, but it's just the start. To be a good programmer, I now know that I need to build real projects. I would continue to write code, fix problems, and keep my code working well. I would also try to code regularly, make my own projects, and take part in coding challenges. Just remember that consistency is key, and that is the hardest part about becoming a software engineer. Now, I know that could have been confusing. Let me explain what I mean by consistency being the hardest part about becoming a software engineer. Wanting to learn the absolute basics of programming from not having experience is fun and exciting. You will have quick wins because you will see that code looks like from an absolute beginner perspective, which is easy to read and create. You will feel wins, and that is what introduction books and courses want you to feel. Quick wins. But it quickly becomes harder. If you're learning object-oriented programming, you will quickly shift from strings, integers, and functions to inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. And if you don't know what those are the 4 pillars of object-oriented programming. But what I'm trying to say is that consistency in working each day will make these so much easier to understand. And I can say with confidence that you'll learn this stuff. There's a famous quote that I love, that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And this is so true, and it's because consistency is key. Employers like to see that you're able to do real programming work. It's important to balance learning from books and courses and actually write your own code that you can test. Now, number 4 is creating deadlines. When you're learning on your own, it's easy to lose track of time because you don't have deadlines like you do maybe in school or work. Deadlines help you stay focused and finish things. To solve this, set your own deadlines for your programming goals. Deadlines goes with the structured learning path, but it's slightly different. The structured learning path creates a routine that you can navigate to hit your goal. The deadline is the day that you want all of this achieved. The deadline can also be known as something that's measurable, that you can have laser focus on. For example, if you want to be a software developer, make a plan with deadlines for different different languages that you might need to learn and different projects that you want to complete. These deadlines are like checkpoints that help you see how you're doing and keep you moving forward. They turn your learning into a series of steps that you can follow. Now, why is this important? Well, it's important for, I would say, about 3 different reasons. The first reason is that it helps you avoid perfectionism. When you know you have a deadline to meet, you're less likely to get bogged down in trying to make everything perfect. This can help you move forward and make progress. The second reason is that deadlines help you build a portfolio of work. When you have deadlines, you're more likely to complete projects and build a portfolio of work that you can show potential employers and clients. And now the third reason is that deadlines help you learn from your mistakes. When you have a deadline to meet, you're more likely to learn from your mistakes and make corrections quickly. This can help you improve your skills and avoid making the same mistakes in the future. Deadlines just overall are a foundational framework to business and your learning. Remember, only you can make yourself a self-taught software engineer, because if it wasn't you, then I guess you'd be learning from like a boot camp or something. So just take that with you and just remember you can do it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.